Well, hello again. Guess what time it is? It's time to do some fuel filters on my F250. So if you're interested in how to change your fuel filters, stick around. Alright, so in order to do the fuel filter change, you'll need a ladder or something to stand on unless you're like super tall, which I am not. I'm like height challenged. You're gonna need an 8mm on a ratchet, and then the fuel filter kit, which has a part number of FD4625 or HC3Z9N184-C. And as you can see, I've had it hanging around. It's got some dust on it, so we're gonna open that up. And the other thing you need is a 5-gallon bucket to drain the diesel into. So here we go. All right, this is the filter that is up in the engine compartment, and this is the filter that's in the fuel water separator, which is underneath the truck. So those are the two filters you get in that kit. So the first thing I do is we're gonna drain the fuel water separator under the truck. So let me get doing that. All right, here we are underneath the truck at the fuel water separator. There's one electrical connection, which I think shows you if you have water in the fuel. And then, whoa, and then there is the drain. And one of the first things I changed on this was I changed this fuel drain from that plastic one to this this machined aluminum one from SPE. I'll put a link in the description, even though I'm not a I don't get anything from them, but it's a good piece, so I think it's worth it, you know, because if you do this and you crack or break your drain plug, you're sort of SOL. So there you have it. So the next thing I'm going to do is move this bucket over and start draining this. So here we go. All right, so I broke it loose because it's stuck in there pretty good, but you see it's just it turns to the left. No trickery, just make sure you turn it to the left. So I'm going to try and do this, not block your view, but get it to drain. So here we go. And like I said, I busted her loose first, so it should go pretty easily. And so there we go. While that's draining, let's go up and remove the filter in the engine compartment. I figured I'd show you this while I was going up there, but as you can see, it drains slowly. I got it open like all the way. So let's go upstairs. All right, right there is the filter we're going to replace. So I'm going to set the camera up, get my stool for short people, and then show you how to disconnect these and put the new one on. So here we go. The stool definitely makes a big difference about being able to get in here. So in order to get these to release, my understanding is that you push on them, push them in, and then push them down. So I'm sure I'll have a hard time with it, but let me try, and then if I can't get it to do it, then I will. There's the center one. Let me get a rag. I'll put a rag so I don't make a mess. I'm pretty sure I'm gonna make a mess anyways, but I figured try to keep it to a minimum if at all possible. And maybe after I get this one off, yeah, I got the blue. I don't know if you can see that. I pushed it up, the blue's there, and then you just pull it straight off. Bam. So you don't have to move it much. Now I'll try the white one because I got a better access to it now, or forever hold my peace. And that one went pretty damn easy. By far the hardest part so far has been getting these disconnected. So there we go. Okay, the secret to this is you pull this up, and then these two buttons, hopefully you can see that, you push those in and it comes right off. Okay, so we got two of them off. We got one left to do. Let me get the camera set back up. Now my camera smells like diesel. My Canon G7X Mark II or whatever it is. All right, so we got the last one to get. So we got these first two, no problemo. We'll do the third one, and hopefully it will participate with us and be happy if it would come off. Okay, I'm gonna go get a little something, a hook to pull that out. The diesel's still draining underneath, which I find amazing. So I went and got a little hook. See if I can get that to help me. There you go. Once I got that, it came right off. So you pull it all the way back, and then this one, look at that. Look at that. I got a little diesel, but okay. So if you saw that, you push these two in, and then I use the hook just to get something behind it over here and pull it back. So there we go. So, and then you're supposed to turn counterclockwise, and the filter should come right out. And it's got some diesel in it, so be careful. All right, now we'll put the new filter back in. I think you set it and it rotates. Rubber cap off of it, so it goes in there. See if I can get it to, I don't think it's down all the way yet. There we go, we got her down. Now you rotate it, and there you go. It seems it's not coming out. Oops, I might have closed that before it was time by accident. All the way on, locked. All the way on, locked, and all the way on and locked. So there you go. Once you figure out the locking mechanism, that's extremely easy. We've replaced the upper. Now I can still hear it draining down below, but we're gonna go down there and pull the cover off anyways. All right, it's still draining, but I'm gonna shut it off and take this off so that I can get on with my life. Like I said, I had it opened all the way. It just seems to be moving at a snail's pace. So I'm gonna close this up, and then I'm gonna take, feels like I got like gallons in there. Hopefully I wasn't just like draining the tank. All right, so there's 5 8mm bolts that hold this bottom in. So I'm gonna take those out with my handy dandy ratchet. And I have my new filter and seal right there, so hopefully this will go well. It seems to be dripping on my new filter. Why is it draining so much? This is not cool. Not cool at all. So, well, I just took a diesel bath, and I don't understand why it had so much in there. So, I'm going to pause this while I... Oh, no, I'm not. Alright, I started it back up again after I stopped it so I have a good place to cut. I have no idea where all this diesel's coming from. Probably gonna have an empty tank when I get back up in there. This is beyond ridiculous. There we go. God damn. That comes off by pushing that down. So now we got it all loose. Took a diesel bath. Got 5 gallons of diesel in this bucket. Don't know why, but we do. So we'll take it down and take a peek at it. See if I can get it to come out. There we go. That was a cluster. Well, evidently my it's not leaking much anymore. So evidently draining it did not do it any justice. So let me get out of here and then we'll look at this filter. Alright, so there is the filter. If you see on the back, you can see the diesel still in it, so it must hold a shitload of diesel. But anyways, you can see the arrows about install and remove. So there's only one way to put it on. I got a new seal with the new filter, so I'll take this one off. See how it looks. It looks fine, but I'll replace it since it comes with a new one. Removal pulls it this way and pull up. Let's see if I can get it to come out. You heard it click. Whew. And you can see it's a little dirty, but I'll take that off. But if you look inside here, I don't know if you can see it, but there's like rust and brown and all kinds of nasty in there. So I'm gonna dump this out, clean it up with a rag. Nothing extravagant. I just want to get as much of that out of there as I can. Hopefully you can see that in there. Hopefully it's focusing. So I'm going to get that out and then we'll wipe it down and then we'll look at it again. I don't know if you can see down there, but there's like a shitload of sand down in the bottom of this, and it wasn't there when I started. So I guess it's a good time. It was a good time to change this out. Alright, so I got it dumped out. Now I'm going to wipe this out and I'll show you when I get done. Alright, so I cleaned it out and then I put the new seal on. Like I said, the old one didn't look bad, but if they send you a new seal, it probably means you need to replace it. So I did. I'm putting it right where it's supposed to be. It only can go on one way, and there you go. It is on. So once it's on, now we know the next step is to reinstall the whole kit and caboodle back in the truck. Alright, the reinstallation of it is the exact opposite of taking it out. So I will, except now we don't have diesel draining on me while I'm trying to do it. So, which is a good sign. Like I said, I put the seal in already, and I'm gonna try and do this without blocking your view. But like I said, there we go. Got it up in there, and we will start tightening, hand tightening, of course, these screws down. Make sure you get it seated in there or you're gonna have a hard time getting them to start. So I know for the next time I do this, I need to just let it keep draining for as long as it takes, not be in a hurry, because it definitely drained on me. Just take that for wisdom learned the hard way from me. And when you drain it, just let it drain until it stops draining, and then you can pull the filter casing down, the housing down. I'll just put this up, and I'll probably cut the rest of this out of the film until I get done. But just know that I'm going to use the hand tools because I don't want to over torque anything. Everything's tightened back up, and I think we're ready to move on to the next step. Alright, now the next thing and the last thing you got to do is you got to cycle the fuel pump a couple times before you try to start it, or else you're gonna it's not good on a fuel pump. So there, I can hear it. It sounds like it's a vacuum. And we'll let it run till it stops, and then we'll do it a couple more times. There, you hear it filling up. Okay, I'm gonna do it a couple more times before we fire this puppy off. I think you can hear that. Here, I'll leave it here and I'll do it one more time so you can hear it. That's the third time I've done it, so we'll do it a couple more times before I try and start the puppy. And there we go. Now let's see if it doesn't appear to be leaking any. So there you go, that's how you do it. Well, so there you go, that's how you change the fuel filter in your 2017 to 2019 Ford F250 with the 6.7 liter diesel. I'm gonna leave all the bad stuff in there, where I didn't let the filter drain long enough, so you can see what happens if you don't drain it long enough. The other thing is, I'm also gonna leave it in there or make the note that one of the hardest things was to get those hoses disconnected. So just take your time and don't break them or anything, and they come off. But you remember, you push them together and then push the clip out, and then you can pull the fitting off. So as always, I greatly appreciate all the support. Thanks for the likes, subscribes, the shares, and all that. And keep it going, and I'll keep making videos. Thank you.